Alright, what's going on everybody on YouTube and Instagram? I was just talking to the Instagram people for about a minute before I went live. First and foremost, for those of you that are new to YouTube, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below. And if you haven't already, definitely go check out my Instagram page. That is down in the description box. But first and foremost, hopefully you guys are having a good start to your week, a good Monday. Mondays are always tough, right? Luckily for me, I got off work at a decent time today. But, we'll just hop right into the whole point of this video. So the whole point of the video is obviously oil. Oil is our main subject of topic for today. Oil is down roughly $20 in the last 20 days. And if we look at our 1 year chart, we're damn near the 52-week lows, 1 year lows. But we're going to find some support here right around $58, $59. However, if we go even further out to the 3 year chart, we have a long way to go before we find some solid support. Right around $54. Right around $54 is where you can see it was a pretty strong resistance there for about a year or so. Every time we got up near $54 to $55, we got rejected over and over. And then we found some support back then, right around $40 to $42. You can see right there, and right there. And then we finally started going off here the last probably, what, year, 2 years or so. And now lately, we've had a lot of oversupply issues. From what I heard this morning, they were talking about cutting supply, so oil popped early on in the morning, and then I didn't actually hear the news this afternoon, but apparently, yeah, OPEC's just defending itself, nothing new there, but the oversupply continues, so to speak, and we can see right now, we're at some pretty critical levels on our 1 year, short term, 54, 58, and then we'll probably come down to 54. Long term is what I'm thinking before we see some sort of really solid support. So like I said, 58 short term, $58 to $59 is what we're looking at. But long term, I'm probably thinking between $50 to $54, maybe $55. We'll find some solid support. So what does that mean? We're probably going to go down roughly another, probably at least 3%. If we take a look here, 58 down to 54 would only be roughly another 7 to 8%. So I mean, we still got a little ways to go. It was down almost 2% today alone. It was down about 2% today alone. Sorry, I get like super technical when it comes to my size of everything. There we go. So what does that mean for us? You know that we trade XOP, Gush, all that good stuff. And XOP is hovering also right around that support on our 1 year, this is 3 year, our 1 year chart of around $35. We're at $35.13 right now. So tomorrow is probably going to be a pretty big day. I think, like I said, I think it's going to continue to come down. I think XOP is going to test 30 probably within the next couple of weeks going into the beginning of December. But that's still remain to be determined. 35 has been a pretty solid support really for a pretty long time now. It was obviously a pretty strong resistance early on in the spring and summer. You can see ever since about February it was struggling to get above 35, and then suddenly it just shot up and we kind of got stuck around 40, and then it shot up even further, and then 40 acted as support for a few months, actually for about 4 to 5 months. And now we obviously have come crashing down of late. XOP, for those of you that are new, is a SPDR ETF of oil, essentially. As you can see, SPDR, FTSE, S&P, oil, gas, ETF. It's pretty much, it goes hand in hand with Gush, which is also another ETF of oil, but it's a lot more volatile. As you can see, Gush is all the way down under $20 again, and it was down almost 11% today versus XOP that was only down about 3.5%, which is actually a very big move for XOP. Those of you that trade it, I know, of course, I trade it and I talk about it a lot on this channel. But anyways, what does that mean for us, the iron condor traders, the options traders, etc.? I do think oil is going to see a short-term bounce at some point this week. So I would consider placing a call on it if you're somebody that's into the call and put game. Consider selling puts or consider buying calls. Whatever the case may be, covered calls, vertical positions, etc. But as for me, you all know that I like to do the iron condors anymore. This is an 18-day. I don't know why I hit the 18-day. Let's go back, clear this order out. we'd be looking, I'd probably do the 11 day at this point, just because 4 days you're not going to get really any premium whatsoever, which is why we trade iron condors. At the end of the day, we like collecting that premium, right? So like I said, I think it's probably this week, I think it's probably going to come down to somewhere around, it's going to find some solid support probably right around, if we go to like our 20 day, I think it's going to make a new low on the 1 hour chart. However, I don't think it's going to come too much lower. I think we'll find some solid support right around $32 to $33. So let's say I wanted to just do 32. You can see potential of in the money is around 80 to 85%, which is what we like to see, of course. Anything above 70 is good, but anything above 80 is even better. And then for our long side, I don't think we're going to get above 38. You can see the potential of being in the money is only at 12%, which is awesome. And then the potential for that 38.50 that we're going to buy to cover our position is only an 8% chance of being in the money. And you can see the IV has jumped all the way up to almost 87, which means these premiums are going to be a little bit more juicier. Our potential for profit is above 70%, which is a must. That's 72%. If we were to hold this all the way till expiration day, which we want to do, of course, we would have a 72% chance on collecting that full $11 with a max loss of 39. So after fees and commissions, you're going to collect $6.46 off of $43.54. And I know we got a lot of new people tuning in, and you're probably thinking, well, $6.46, that's not shit, dude. Okay, well, let's break it down by percentages, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, as I preach over and over and over on this channel and on my pages. It's all about the percentages. You can think dollars once you're actually trading with big money, but when you're trading with a couple $100s, you need to think about percentages, and you always need to think about percentages. And as long as you do, the big money will come with time. But anyways, $6.46 divided by 43. I meant to do 54. I don't know why I hit 53. It's 1 penny off, whatever. You're talking 14.8% profit for 11 days. So do the math on that. Divide that by 11 days. This includes weekends, by the way. You divide that by, I believe, 11 days. That includes the weekend. So that's averaging about 1.4% per day. And again, that's including the weekends when the markets are closed. You're averaging 1.3 to 1.4% on your money every single day. Most people can't even make that in a savings account. Most people can't make that in a lame-ass index fund that they're in. Most people can't make that in their 401ks. I know a lot of 401ks are going to be flat or negative this year. Most people can't even do 1% in a year. A lot of people cannot do 1% a year because they're in horrible funds. They spend way too much on fees, commissions, all that BS. That's why you have to stay focused. You have to be obsessed with your money at the end of the day. If you're not obsessed, people say, oh, I only check my index funds, my mutual funds, retirement account. I check that like once a month, once a year. That's dumb. Do you check your checking account once a month, once a year? Do you check do you only check in with your accountant once a year? Do you do anything once a month, once a year related to your money other than your 401ks and stuff like that? That's why I hate the 401k system, but that's a whole nother subject. But anyways, 1.3% per day, including weekends. So on the weekend, you're pretty much making money in your sleep as long as nothing really bad's going against your trade, of course. But again, the idea that I have a 72% chance to make 14.5%, almost 15% on my money in just 11 days, I like those odds. And again, if you're thinking, well, how am I gonna, let's say I wanted to trade $500 on this position. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and highlight all of these that we're gonna buy. Well, we're not buying them, we're selling them at the end of the day, but so all we gotta do is hit our quantity up. So let's say you wanted to do about $500 after your commissions. You're looking at $554. You're gonna collect almost $100 in 11 days. So you're not paying $554 to get 100. The $554 is just your collateral for if the trade goes 100% against you. Say this ends up at $39 or $31, something like that. You would end up losing all of that money at that point. But hopefully, again, you're obsessed enough with your money that you're going to be checking in once a day, at least once a day at the bare minimum, but hopefully 2 to 3 times a day, just checking in on that position and managing it as needed. But the idea that you have a 72% chance to make $100 essentially on your $554 investment is huge, if you ask me. Obviously, you're saving money on the fees and whatnot whenever you take a larger position. So let's do the math. Let's just round up to 96, and we'll say 554. So you're talking, I must have did the math wrong, because you should have like 19%. But either way, you're still talking 18% in 11 days, guys. 18% is huge. If you can do 18% twice a month on your account, you're going to watch your account just mathematically explode over time. And the fact that there's so many people out there say you can't beat the market, you can't do this, you can't do that, then why is there proof all over the internet, all over YouTube, all over Google? You just have to go find it. Go to Tasty Trade. I'll tell you guys right now, go to Tasty Trade, and they've got plenty of videos where they interview guys that have done over 100% a year, have done 72% a year, have done, like I said, over 100, 120% a year, and have done it consistently, not just 1 year. They might have had a year where they did like 48, but I mean, they're consistently outperforming the market, doing iron condors, doing strangles, doing vertical spreads, swing trading, day all that good stuff. There's proof all over that you can beat the market. It's just how obsessed are you going to be at the end of the day. But like I said, that's a whole nother subject. But so what does this fall of oil necessarily mean? Like, is this a warning sign to the economy? No, absolutely not. I keep hearing people, especially on, you guessed it, CNBC, they keep talking about how the price of oil going down could be a warning sign to the economy, this, that, and the other, which is a bunch of crap at the end of the day. If anything, the price of oil being down is going to help the economy, help the consumer, because they're going to be saving money on gas. Not enough to really blink at, but they're still going to be saving money at the end of the day. I see where they're coming from the jobs perspective, with you have all the oil refineries in Texas and all that good stuff, but at the end of the day, low price of oil means nothing. Last I checked, back in like 2008, 2009, when the economy was crashing, oil was surging up to over $100, $150 a barrel. So that, I don't see that where they're getting that from. I think they're just trying to spew a bunch of BS on a day that almighty Apple finally came down to reality. We called it last week. We called it this last Sunday, just yesterday on Sunday Stock Watch. I said I personally thought Apple might hold at 195, and it sure tried to early on today, but then it just crashed down. It looks like after hours it's down even further to 193. If we look at our 1 day, 1 minute, you can see it tried to hold early on this morning above 195, and then they just couldn't hold it, and then it went down. So I personally do think Apple's probably going to come down, find some support right around 190 to 192. You guys saw me mention that on the Sunday Stock Watch yesterday. If not, definitely go check that video out. But absolutely not. Like I said, whole point video was, is oil dropping this quick, this fast, this consent? Oil, if you didn't know, oil is on an 11-day losing streak, which is the biggest losing streak in the history of tracking the price of oil. So, I mean, it's nothing, like, it's pretty astonishing, but no, absolutely not. It's going to have little to no effect on the economy whatsoever. I personally think if oil went down to somewhere around $50, it would be good all around for the economy, if anything. But that's just me. I mean, we're pretty much there anyways. So, if we take a look at our Apple that we were just talking about for a second, if we were to set up an iron condor, I'd probably just do the 4 day, just because the premium is still going to be nice enough. What I would consider doing now, given again this has only 4 days, so your potential for profit is going to be a lot lower, but you have a chance on making more money, and if you do it right, you're still going to have a nice chance. So like I said, I think 190 is definitely going to hold personally, but I do not think it's going to go above 210. So this is more of a bullish iron condor. There's a exact name for it, but I just call it a more bullish iron condor. So if you wanted to be extra safe, you could even pull it back to 185 maybe. But as you can see, you're going to have to put up a lot more money, $449 for a $51 profit. Still not bad. That's about, what, 10 to 12% or something like that of profit for just 4 days, keep in mind. But I say go ahead and just keep it at 190 and 185 on that bearish side. And you can see, like I said, potential for profit is going to be a lot lower, 55%, which I don't like. But look at that max profit and max loss. Max profit is $113. Max loss is $387. So after your fees and all that BS, you're talking $108.46 off of the $391 investment. So let's do the math. $108.46 divided by your investment of $391.54. You're talking a 27.7% return on your money. So you have a 55% chance on making 27, almost 28% on that money for this specific trade, this 4-day iron condor. Check Instagram. Looks like we got a comment from Metal Kick Ass. How's it going, dude? Hopefully you're having a good day. It's been a while since I talked to you in the Discord group chat, but how's it going? Let me make sure that we're still doing all right on YouTube as well real quick. Got 3 people tuning in. And like I said, guys, if you all have any questions or anything like that, or if you have any ticker symbols that you would like me to like show an iron condor, show a vertical spread, anything like that, and my input on it, definitely always feel free to shoot it out in the comments on Instagram or in the comments on YouTube. I know you guys on Instagram probably can't see it quite as well. I tried to get like the best overall view for you guys, but I need a bigger desk. That way I can put it right in front of me. But yeah, Apple's down big today. I can't lie. I mean, I was a little surprised when I seen it. I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised, if that makes any sense. Because we called it out. We said Apple's probably going to go down to sub 195, between 190 and 195. I was betting more on the bullish side at 195, but I said I would not be surprised if it found some support right around 192. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think, in all honesty, the market is probably going to rebound a little, because if last I heard, the Dow dropped about 600 points. Usually after a big down day like that, we have somewhat of a little up day. So let's see. But yeah, it's definitely probably more than likely going to be an up day. But like we were saying, 55% chance to make 27% on your money in 4 days. I mean, again, if you just keep breaking it down, take your 28% that you'd make on your money divided by 4 days, you're talking 7% a day, which is pretty damn good. I'd be happy with making that in a week, but do that every single day. Like I say, you're going to have your account just mathematically explode. And again, if we wanted to be more on the safe side, I for damn sure don't think Apple's going under 185. So again, you're going to have to put up a little bit more capital, about $40 more, and your profit goes down about $30, $40 as well, but your potential for profit goes up about 10%. So you have a 67% chance. Let's do the math on this one. 46. If I can put my damn numbers in right. Divided by your $453.54 investment is still 10.2% profit in 4 days. Again, we divide that by 4 days, which is how long this trade is going to be. For 4 days, you're talking 2.5% a day on your money, which is still not a bad investment. I personally would probably end up doing this investment because it's a safe investment. Apple, more than likely, is for sure not going to go over $207. I wouldn't say for sure. Obviously, anything can happen. But Apple would have to essentially go up $14 from where it is in after hours. It'd have to go up $14 in 4 days. So, I mean, I just don't see that happening. It's always staircase up, elevator down. Anyone that's been in this game knows that. But, I mean, you can just keep on playing with it at the end of the day. You can keep breaking it down further. See, now we're at 70% chance of profit. If we bring it to 210, you're putting up only... Actually, I'd probably do this trade too, because you're only putting up $2 more in collateral, $451 in collateral, and your max profit is still 49. So you pretty much put forward another $4 on this trade. And again, you're buying more security than anything. So let's see how we're going. See how we're doing on the Instagram. For some reason, it's not telling me if anyone's in there. But yeah, like I said, I love, honestly, Apple and XOP will probably be like the only things I even trade long term when it comes to when it comes to, I did not mean to do that. XOP and Apple are going to be probably the two biggest things. That along with some SPY, of course, here and there, especially once volatility comes down a little bit. XOP, SPY, and Apple are going to be the three big ones that I trade a lot when it comes to iron condors here in the next month or so, especially once we start investing another $1,000 to $2,000 a month into the trading account. But these are realistically probably trades I would consider doing, and in all honesty, with my account size, I would probably do a trade similar to this, put forward about $2,200. So you're talking about making $228 in 4 days, and you're only putting forward about $2,277 in collateral. And obviously with the collateral, you will lose that money if the stock by Friday would end at, say, 184 or on the upside above 210. So, I mean, this is why I love iron condors, because the stock doesn't have to move up. The stock doesn't have to move down. It can just stay stationary for all I care, and I'm still going to collect this premium no matter what. I don't need the stock to go down 10% for my puts to make money. I don't need the stock to go up 10% for my calls to make money. If it just stays between 185 and 210 in this case, so a $25 range, I'm going to collect $222. I love that idea, and I mean $222 a week in 4 days actually. Let's say you did $222 of profit. Let's just say that you did that in 4 weeks. You're talking almost $900 worth of profit per month. And then obviously you just keep compounding that, keep compounding that, keep compounding that. And your account's just going to mathematically explode. And soon you will be doing this full time. So, like I said, I mean, if you guys have any questions whatsoever or any ticker symbols, don't be shy to shoot them out in the chat. If you're on Instagram, if you're on the YouTube channel, that's why I keep you guys pulled up on YouTube on the right. That way I can interact with you guys and all that. We've already been on for about 20 minutes, so I'm probably not going to rant too much longer on here. I just wanted to hop on because I know every time we have a big down day, oil, Dow Jones, S&P, I don't even know what SPY did today. I didn't even check on SPY today. So SPY's at 272. I said it was probably going to pull back to 270 before going up higher. But everybody always freaks out whenever the market just keeps correcting, keeps being volatile. Volatile is a trader's best friend, but is not someone that's just investing in a boring-ass IRA, a boring-ass 401k, all that stuff. Like, this is the worst year in some years for those guys because, I mean, the market, if we go back to the 1 year chart, you can see we're really not too high off of where we started about a year ago. I mean, and if we just look at the turn of the year, January, if we go back to January, the market started at about 273 on SPY. So we're actually now negative on the year. We're 272.57, which if you don't know, SPY goes hand in hand with the S&P 500. It's literally just a spider ETF of the S&P 500. So pretty much if you've had a S&P 500 mutual fund, index fund, something like that, you haven't made shit this year. If anything, you've lost money due to your commissions, fees, all that happy stuff you got to pay, all in the name of you did not want to be obsessed with your money. You wanted to be lazy and let somebody do the work for you. So keep that in your mind at the end of the day whenever you're considering hopping in these 401ks, all this pension crap, just all this different stuff that middle class people are offered. The number one to stay in the middle class is do everything the middle class people are doing. Keep that in your mind. It's not to say that I want to be better than middle class people as a person, but I'm not going to do middle class things because I don't want to get middle class average results. And I know you guys don't either. That's why you're here. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, definitely make sure to smash that like button. I greatly appreciate it. And like I said, if you don't follow me on Instagram already, the link for all my social media is down in the description box. We'd love to interact with you guys on that. And our Discord group chat is also down in the description box of this video as well. And for those of you on Instagram, thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll try to put these live a lot more often whenever I go live on YouTube, because I know just some people, I guess, prefer Instagram over YouTube, prefer YouTube over Instagram, etc. We'll probably go live on Facebook too a couple times here and there just to try everything out. But Until next time, guys, keep on going out there making that profit, covering your profits, and achieving some financial freedom this year. And I'll see you guys hopefully in the next few days. If not, I'll see you for sure by the end of the week and for a Sunday stock watch, of course. Take it easy, guys.